Okay.
Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. NBA draft olmuştu. Sabırla izlediyseniz eğer benim draft bölümümü, sadece draft olan bölümde, bana Cleveland fake atmıştı hatırlarsanız. Ardından Miami demişti ki gel kutu demişti. Ben senin üstüne demişti. Miami'de bir guard olarak oynayacağım. Marvin Charles var. O yüzden oynama şansım yüksek. Cleveland'da Kyle Irving vardı, zor olabilirdi. Boston Celtics'te de Ray Allen oynuyor. Yani iki tarafta sıkıntı yaratabilirdi. Ama bu
gonna be a great year.
Geçelim buralara.
What an exciting game. Opening night in the NBA. State Farm presents the starting lineups. First for the Celtics, Rondo and Avery Bradley out there in the backcourt. And patrolling the paint, one of the fiercest defenders in NBA history. And Black Hole comes in off the bench for his first playing time in an official NBA game.
Well, now we get our very first indication of how well he's suited to the NBA style of basketball. I mean, personally, I can't wait to find out.
Well, Steve, it's obvious they think he's very well suited to it. I mean, they took him in the first round, and since then, we've heard nothing but great things about him from the front office and the coaching staff.
Celtics trail by 6.
It was kind of a weird start to the playoffs last year for Boston. Rondo gets suspended early, but the Celtics were able to get past the Hawks as they matched up as the 4 and 5 seeds, and the Celtics actually did not have home court advantage in that series.
True, right.
And the Jet, as he's known, is a great shooter, both from mid-range and long-range, can step out well behind that three-point line and knock down the shot. But really what he wants to do is put the ball on the floor a couple times, create the angle, and then rise up over the top and make that mid-range shot.
And Steve, whether starting or coming off the bench, JT is always ready to step into the big moment and knock down the big shot.
That's good. Black Hole gets it to go, and that's not just any basket, folks. Those are his first points here in the NBA.
Well, I think he's going to be around for a long time in the NBA, even though he's not the flashiest player in the world. But you know, he's got his role, and he knows it, and he plays hard, and that's important.
No, not at all. I mean, every team needs those role players, Steve. We know that, and I agree with you. In that capacity as a role player, I think he can excel.
From 12 feet out, that's good. And that's now 6 points for LeBron. You know, Clark, you wonder how the Celtics would fare as an older team. Shortened season, a compacted window of games, so many games crammed into 1 week. You just weren't sure how much gas they had in the tank come playoff time, Steve. But as it showed, they won a couple series and made their way through.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking Miami to 7 games. They had their chance, too. You know, up 3-2 in a home game. But LeBron and Miami were just too much.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Ray Allen pulls it in. Here's Black Hole. That will count. And he beat the buzzer. But it's no good. The scoring fat.
Come out and join the crowd. Watch your Heat live and in person.
Always a pleasure to have you with us. The season officially underway. And before we move on, what do you got? Terry kicks to Sullinger. That's good.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
1:43 left in the first half.
You know, at 35 years of age, Jason Terry is still one of the outstanding players off the bench in this league. The veteran showed no signs of slowing down last year. Continued to provide that spark offensively that's been so effective.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Thank you, gentlemen. Paul Pierce, so respected in the city of Boston. Celtics coach Doc Rivers said he had a chance to leave us when we were bad, and instead, he trusted that we would win a championship one day. I wish people talked about his loyalty more because I think that's special, especially in this day and age. Everybody jumps from team to team, and that's their right. But Paul Pierce decided he wanted to be a Celtic for life. In this day and any sport that's special. Kevin, they love them in Beantown.
They definitely do. Thanks, Doris. And Terry's somewhat unhappy that he didn't get the contract extension from Dallas last season.
Yeah, you know, during the regular season, he wrote CTC on his sneakers. Cut the check. But we've seen his value, and he's a terrific shooter and a big-time flex scorer. But show me the money is what he wanted to hear.
And Green gets it to go. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Black Hole. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Black Hole. 4 seconds left, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that.
And that concludes the first half. Heat lead by 40.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And we played 2 quarters out at American Airlines Arena, and a great game is in progress for our halftime show. Miami up on top against Boston. A win here would propel them above 500 as teams jostle for early position. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. LeBron playing well in the first half. He's got 10 points and the looks of it.
Ben zaten böyle bekliyorum. Az zamanını bekliyorum. Miami gibi takıma yeni gelmiş. Az önce sadece şu an kendini kanıtlamak önemli olan.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Bradley's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, they've done a nice job here in the second half, making the defense pay from outside.
Anytime you can shoot the 3 ball the way they are in this half, you are never that far out of a game. You always have life.
You know, when you look at Miami last season, what they tried to do was get away from shooting all the 3-point shots and get LeBron and Wade down near the block. And I thought that was important. The shot selection was much better. They got out and ran a lot more, and they used that athleticism to their advantage.
Allen's shot is off.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Pierce. No good. That would have tied it.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Allen with it. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Here's Black Hole. The shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Look at the athletes in Miami, and they can be just downright scary if they're getting up and down the court on you. I mean, you really just got to duck.
You know what, Kevin? It's not just guys that can run. It's guys that can finish and run with Wade and LeBron.
Evet, adam sözünü tuttu ve 4. periyodun son 8 tanesi beni aldı oyuna. Teşekkür ediyorum gerçekten. Tövbe estağfurullah.
So it's the Celtics now. 17-point game. Here's Pierce. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin.
Ben iyi maç çıkarttığını düşünüyorum.
The Celtics, 78.
Ben de kapıyorum videoyu. Maç yapacağım. Kısa bir maç oldu. Bir maç daha mı çalışsam? Yok kısa işte böyle güzel. Hepinize görüşmek üzere. Ben Egemen. İzlediğiniz için çok teşekkürler.
Okay.